I'm Justin Raymundo. I wanted to be here just so kids like me, teens like me, people like me my age, know that it's okay to speak up. And hate is not something that's okay in any way, shape, or form. Um, and I just wanted to pay myself back, the me in the past sometimes that when I didn't speak up about no, it's not okay for you to call me that, or no, it's not okay for you to act that way. And I owe that to myself and to other people. Specifically, my experiences were just in high school. Well, not necessarily just in high school, but they were in school. Um, and that's something that scares me the most is that, you know, there's a lot of hate that's in our schools, and it never was physical. It never was something where kids were punching my locker, kids were defacing things, but it was still hate. And then that's the scariest form of hate because there's nothing you can actually do. I felt when the kids were calling me, my nickname in high school for my junior and senior year was BGP, and it stood for Big Gay Panda. And at first I just laughed along with it. It was just another joke that a lot of the guys were giving me. I was a popular student. People knew who I was. People liked me. But, I was still being called Big Gay Panda. It was just hate, and it was hurtful. And it's the kind of thing that they would say BGP in class. And, when I was speaking or presenting or doing something that, it meant something a lot to me, presenting in class. When I ran for National Honor Society President my senior year, I was the first gay National Honor Society president. And I was known as the first gay National Honor Society president. And it was that has nothing to do with who I am. It's that's nothing to do with why I won. And no matter how hard I worked, I was known as the first gay NHS president. And that bothered me. Being called BGP, 3 words, Big Gay Panda, it stripped away a lot of who I was. It summed up my race, my size, my sexual orientation. It just summed up a lot. But that's not all who I am. And I think slurs in general make it easier for you to just simplify a person and hate them. I've done a lot of research into genocide, and I was just talking about I was just told that only 10% of the people were either in the opposition or within the Nazi party. And I was told that the 80% of those people, just the regular Austrian people, were just bystanders. They just watched. And I always think that I'm a human rights major. I think that I speak up well enough. I am vocal and passionate about what I want to do and who I want to fight for and protecting people and fighting people's rights, but I didn't speak up against my own my own experience of hate, and that's part of the reason why I fight so much now.